All right. Time to dive into something super relevant right now, especially with all the holiday buzz around us.
Definitely feeling that holiday spirit.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we're going to unpack all these Christmas shopping trends based on all the research you sent over.
Yeah, we've got some interesting data here.
It might even change how you shop this year. Who knows?
I think some of these insights are, well, pretty surprising.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Starting with gifts for, our loved ones, all the people we want to spoil.
You're at the heart of it all.
The research mentioned electronics, clothing, jewelry, books, and toys.
Yeah.
Kind of the usual suspects.
The classics.
Yeah. But what I found really interesting was this whole thing about personalized gifts becoming super popular.
Oh, absolutely. It's huge.
What do you think that is?
I think in a world that's just overflowing with mass-produced stuff.
Yeah, you can get anything you want delivered tomorrow, right?
Right, exactly. So a personalized gift, it's like it cuts through all that noise.
It's unique.
Yeah, and it says, hey, I was really thinking about you. I know you.
I get you.
Yeah, and that creating that connection, especially now when things are so fast-paced, I think that's really powerful.
Yeah, totally. It's not just about the thing itself, right? It's that thought behind it.
Exactly.
So speaking of memorable gifts, what's the most memorable gift you've ever received?
Oh, wow. It actually wasn't anything fancy.
Oh, that's always the best kind, I think.
It was a framed photo. A friend took it at a barbecue we were at. It was totally candid.
Love that.
Yeah, my whole family's in it. And, the photo itself isn't, anything spectacular.
Yeah.
But it just captures this moment of, pure joy, And every time I look at it, it reminds me of, those simple moments, those genuine connections.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And kind of a perfect segue because, we're talking about creating an atmosphere.
Right.
So let's talk about Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
The research mentioned all the classic stuffed trees, ornaments, lights.
Of course, those are always going to be there.
But what about new trends? Anything catching your eye?
Oh, definitely. Sustainability is massive right now. People are really looking for eco-friendly decorations, things sourced locally.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and there's this whole movement towards handmade ornaments and vintage finds.
Oh, giving them a second life?
Exactly. Like you said, creating that unique atmosphere. And there are also some really fascinating regional differences.
Ooh, tell me more.
So in some places, you see a real preference for that natural, rustic look, lots of wood, pine cones,
That cozy cabin vibe.
Exactly. But then in other areas, it's all about sparkle, glam,
More is more.
Exactly. It's like people are expressing their personal style and regional identity through their decorations.
Love it. Okay, now I think we have to talk about food. No Christmas deep dive would be complete without it.
It's true. It's the heart of the holidays, really. It brings everyone together.
Absolutely. So what are we seeing trend-wise? Anything interesting?
Well, the research mentioned a big interest in, heritage recipes and traditional dishes.
Oh, like family recipes.
Yeah, exactly. Like those dishes that have been passed down for generations.
Makes sense.
And in a way, it's kind of like connecting with family history and cultural roots.
It's like edible storytelling. I love that.
Right.
Okay, so food is a must-have. But the research also highlighted a shift. It seems like people are moving beyond just material things.
Yeah, that's a really interesting trend.
Experiences,
Yeah.
subscriptions, those sorts of things.
Exactly. And even winter essentials, practical stuff.
What do you think is driving that shift?
I think it's a desire for gifts that, they provide lasting value and contribute to well-being.
More than just something that sits on a shelf.
Exactly. A concert ticket, that creates a shared memory. A subscription to, say, a meditation app, that's encouraging self-care.
I see.
It's realizing that sometimes those most valuable gifts aren't tangible.
They're about enriching your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's not forget about those cozy winter essentials you mentioned. Warm socks, soft blankets, good book.
Oh, absolutely. Those are the gifts that keep on giving all season long.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best. But speaking of gifts that go beyond ourselves, what about charitable giving during the holidays?
Oh, that's such an important part of the season.
Yes.
People definitely feel more generous during the holidays, and the research really highlighted this increase in charitable giving, volunteering, supporting ethical brands.
It warms your heart to see that.
It does. It's a reminder that the holidays, they're about more than just shopping and receiving,
Exactly. It's about sharing and giving back. Okay, so before we wrap up, we need to address the age-old dilemma, stocking stuffers.
Ah, yes. The stocking stuffer struggle is real.
It is. Any advice? What makes a good stocking stuffer?
The key is small but meaningful. The research mentioned keychains, lip balms, gift cards, practical things.
Can't go wrong with those.
But honestly, don't be afraid to get creative. Think outside the box a little bit.
I used to try to get so creative with those. But, my family seems to be happiest with the classics.
The classics are classics for a reason.
Right, like fun socks, gourmet chocolate, little gadgets, the staples.
Simple, but they bring joy.
Exactly. So, as we all head out to do our holiday shopping, I think the biggest takeaway here is it's not about finding the most expensive thing or the trendiest thing.
I think that's a great point.
It's about finding gifts that resonate with the people we care about. Gifts that spark joy.
Create memories.
Maybe even inspire a little reflection.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm curious, what does your ideal Christmas shopping experience look like? Share your thoughts. We'd love to hear them.